Okay. So, hello everyone. My name is Rohit, and I'm going to take a session on Power BI and Advanced Excel today. Okay, totally depend upon how much time do we have. Okay. So I'm going to talk about what is data analytics, okay, and how it can help you get job in the market, and what is the scope of data analytics. Okay. So let me start with my introduction. My name is Rohit, and I have around 13 plus years of experience into data analytics and reporting. So currently I am working with Australian based company. Okay, it's an healthcare company and located in, I am located in Gurgaon, but my company is in Australia. Okay. And I have worked with multiple domains. So I work with pharma as well. I work with insurance as well. I work with IT as well. Currently I'm working with consumer healthcare business. So I have an experience into multiple industry and domain. So if you talk about my expertise, so currently the current technology I am working on is Power BI, Advanced Excel, SQL Server, and bit of Azure. And the technology which I trained on is Advanced Excel and Power BI. So my expertise is Power BI and Advanced Excel. So I am going to talk about that only today. Okay. So let's start with what is data analytics first. Okay. And let me share my screen now. So guys, if you're working for any company, right, you have to just understand the business first. Okay, what is the business that company is doing? Okay, so what I'm going to do is just to make you understand what is data analysis. Okay, what is data analytics? I am going to give you the understanding of one business. Okay, so how does a retail business works? So let's start with it. Let's understand the business first. From that particular business, how the data is generated, right? How the data is put into the database, and how do we analyze that data then? Okay. So I'm going to give you an example of a retail business. Okay. So let's take an example of a company GSK, or let's take an example of a XYZ company, any retail company who manufacture a product. Okay. So for example, the GSK manufacture a product named as Horlicks. Okay. GSK manufactured a product named as Horlicks. Okay. So for example, I am running a store and I want to buy this product. Okay. Quantity maybe 500 quantity or 50 quantity I want to buy. Okay. I will just go to this particular company and I will ask, can you just give me 50 quantity of Horlicks, maybe 500 gram? Okay. The company will deny, we are not going to sell directly to these stores. You can ask a distributor. Okay. They will able to provide that quantity to you. Okay. So this is how the business works. I am running a store. I can't directly approach the company. Okay. Being running a small store, I cannot reach out to a big company asking 50 quantity of that particular product, right? I can ask a distributor of that particular area, okay, to provide that particular quantity. So GSK will route me to particular distributor, that you can reach out to that particular distributor, and that distributor will provide how many product do you want, or how many product do you want? 500 gram, maybe to 250 gram, maybe we have different variant, different flavors that distributor will provide to me. Okay, so this is how the company works, this is how the business works. Okay, so a company manufacture a product, then they sell that product to a distributor. Okay, GSK, for example, has around 2,500 distributor in India. So I have already worked with this company. GSK has around 2,500 distributor across India, pan India. Okay, so then distributor will sell the product to the stores. Okay, so when GSK is selling something to a distributor, a data is generated. So they will do a transaction into their ERP system. Okay, and the data will be generated, which we call it as a primary sales. Okay, when GSK is selling to distributor, so that is a primary sales for me. So for example, if my manager asks me, I am a data analyst, or for example, Alicia is a data analyst, and my manager asked me, Rohit, can you just tell me for that particular location, maybe for Delhi location, how many distributors are there, and how much of the quantity 500 gram of Horlicks I have sold to that distributor, or to maybe that particular location, Delhi, right? So what I will do, I will just extract the data from this particular system and I will just give the answer, okay, using maybe the Excel, maybe the Power BI. Sir, this is the output. These are the number of quantity we have sold in that particular month. Okay. So a data is generated over here. Okay. When GSK is selling to distributor. So this is the first level. The second level, when distributor is selling to stores. Okay. For example, in India, we have maybe around millions of stores, right? Millions of pharmacies, millions of chemist shops, right? When distributor is selling to store, distributor is maintaining the data again, right? He is selling to XYZ store, maybe XYZ. He's selling 500 quantity, maybe 200 quantity to that particular store, 100 quantity to that particular store. Again, he stored data into his ERP system. Okay. And when distributor is selling to store, we call it as secondary sales. So for example, if Alicia is a data analyst, and again, my manager asked me, Rohit, can you just, or maybe Alicia, can you just provide me how much distributor has sold to that particular store and what is the current inventory with that particular distributor? Okay. What is the current inventory with that particular distributor and how much quantity has been sold to the stores? So the if GSK is selling to distributor, that is a primary sales. When distributor is selling to stores, that is a secondary sales. So that is the data again generated at level 2. So level 1 will be this company to distributor, distributor to stores. Okay. So this is level 2. Now the third level, being a consumer. So for example, I am a consumer. Okay. I have to buy something, maybe Horlicks 1 kg. Okay. Maybe a chocolate flavor or vanilla flavor. Okay. What I will do, I will just go to that particular store and I will buy that particular product. Okay. And they will do a billing for you. Okay. Maybe a automated billing. When they do an automated billing, okay, that particular data is purchased by few companies. Okay. So companies like IMS, Nielsen. So people who are experienced maybe have heard about these companies. People who are fresher, when you will be in the corporate, right, you will able to understand these companies, right? They do purchase data from those chemist shops, those pharmacies, right? And they do share those analysis that what is the consumption in the market, what is the market share, right, of that particular product. So that is the third level of data. Okay. People buying from that particular stores. So my understanding is at every level data is generated. Okay. So there is lot of data in the company. So we have to analyze those data. My manager can ask me, Rohit, what is the primary sales? Tell me. What is secondary sales? Tell me. What is the consumption? That tell me. So we do, as a company, we purchase data from these companies then. Okay. So for example, if someone asks you, Rohit, can you just tell me how many number of stores are there in the country? Okay. Or maybe in Delhi location and how many stores we have covered. So which particular data can answer this question? Maybe the secondary sales. Okay, secondary sales, maybe distributor will tell me, Rohit, there are 1,000 stores and we are covering only 800 stores. That can be the KPI. So my question can be why we are not targeting those 200 stores when we are going to target those 200 stores. Okay, maybe my answer can be maybe we don't have a reach to those 200 stores. Okay, or we have that plan. We are going to target those 200 stores maybe in future. Okay, so this is how the retail business works. Okay, so for example, let's take an example of a secondary sales. Distributor one share me this file, distributor two share me this file. Okay, so for example, distributor one has different system, distributor two has different system, but as a company I have to analyze the data of all the distributor. They are sharing data in Excel, they are sharing data in MS Access, someone is sharing data in maybe SQL server, someone is sharing data maybe in CSV files, right? And that had a different column altogether. But my requirement, I want to check how many quantities are there. So if you see distributor one share header name as quantity, they shared header name as volume, they shared header name as sales, they share header name as value. Sales and value are same, quantity and value volume are same, product and SKU are same, but they have used some different nomenclature. Okay, so what I have to do manually, if I am working on this kind of data, I do compile this data. Okay, how? This is how I will compile this data and I can just sum up this quantity and I can just answer these are the number of quantity I have sold. Okay, this is the total sales I have sold. But if 200, 2000 plus distributor is sharing data like this, how we are going to manage this data, right? So we do store this data using an ETL process that we are going to learn in Power BI. Okay. So what is ETL? ETL means extract the data from multiple sources. So these are the sources, maybe Excel, it can be MS Access, it can be SQL Server, it can be data on CSV file, it can be data on web. Okay, all the data is export in the particular state system, then it will be transformed. Transform means quantity and volume are same, sales and value are same, SQ and product are same. Someone has shared product code, someone is sharing SQ code, those are same. So we are going to then transform our data, and after transforming we are going to load the data into the data warehouse. So this is how we do manage our data in the backend. Okay, before visualizing data, right, we do manage the data into backend, then only we'll analyze the data, right? Then after we have data into our data warehouse, we can visualize our data and we can generate the business insights from our data. Business insights like, for example, I ask, can you just tell me what is the total growth for the month of maybe January 2024, okay, compared to January 2023. Okay, so for example, if I have quantity, I have sold 1000 quantity in Jan 2023 and maybe 2000 quantity in Jan 2024, what is the growth? Okay, what is the percentage growth of the business comparing to month? Okay, what is the year on year growth? What is month on month growth? What is quarter on quarter growth? Okay, using this data in the warehouse, we can visualize our data and we can generate the business insight and we can answer those questions which business is asking. Okay, so this is what is data analytics. Okay, what I have shown you, how does retail business works, how the data is generated, right? So data analytics is a process through which data is cleaned. So cleaned means transformation. Okay, I told you export transformation, right? Data is cleaned, analyzed, and modeling using tools like Power BI, tools like SQL Server, tools like Excel. Okay, and this data is then used to derive insights like the business question, which our manager or maybe the leadership team asks, right? These insights are then used for business related decision making purposes. Okay, those insights help management to take decision or make decision making faster. Okay, and those insights can help us reduce the cost of the business, can take faster decision making. Okay, organization analysis, maybe for example we want to hire someone, do we have the capacity, do we have the budget? Okay, how we can do that? Using the data. Okay, we can do marketing analysis, maybe we can do competitor analysis as well. For example, if I'm selling Horlicks, right, we do have different products in the market from different company, right? So we can do some marketing analysis as well, we can do product analysis as well. Which product, I for example, if I ask you, can you just tell me top 5 product we are selling in the market? Can we focus on those product? Can we do some campaign, or can we do discounts on those products? How we are going to identify those products? Using the data we have in warehouse, using these data visualization, these insights, which will give me the answer. Sir, these are the top 5 products. This is the month on month growth. Maybe during New Year, maybe during some festival, we can have these discounts so that we can boost the sales of this particular product. Okay, so this data will help us answer all those questions then. Okay, so there are 3 types of analytics in the market. So one is descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive. Okay, so everything starts with descriptive only. Descriptive means maintaining the database, visualizing the data, and we are going to focus on descriptive analytics for now. When you are in the company, when you are into this role, you can then learn predictive analytics, then you can learn prescriptive analytics. We do provide course on predictive analytics as well, Python. We do provide uh, uh, courses on prescriptive analytics as well, data science, AI, machine learning. We do have all these type of courses. So the focus for today's class is descriptive analytics only. Okay. So your question came is, what is the scope and career prospects of this data analytics course? So I can give an example. Okay. So for example, if I'm into finance, okay, every company has one department, right? Finance department they have. And if I want to apply, there is only one department into every company, right? And the jobs are limited, right? But if I talk about the data analytics scope, right, you can get into any company, any department, okay, because everywhere is data. So I already give an example of I have already worked with telecom industry as well, British Telecom. I have worked with insurance company as well, MetLife and MixLife. I have worked with pharma company as well, GSK. Currently, I'm working with healthcare company Blackmores. It's an Australian-based company. So if you see the domain are different. But I do understand telecom business. I do understand pharma business. I do understand healthcare business. I do understand insurance business, right? If I talk about in what all departments did I work, I am currently working on data analytics department. I have worked in IT. I have worked in compensation department. I work with finance as well because everywhere is data, right? The scope is quite wide. So if you get into this, the scope is quite wide and there are a lot of jobs in the market. Okay. So as a fresher, what salary you can get into the market? You can get a package of around 4 to 6 lakhs, totally depend upon what is your expertise. Okay. If you are an experienced person, okay, having around 3 to 4 years of experience, you can get easily package of around 10 lakhs in the market. Okay. Totally depend upon what is your last package and what is how do you negotiate. Okay. And what is the current skill set do you have? If you are in 5 years plus years of experience with good skill set, okay, you can get a package of around 15 lakhs. If you have 10 plus years of experience, you can get a package of around 20 plus lakhs, and the package grows like anything. Okay. Totally depend upon what skill set do you have, what is your current experience. Okay. And today the data analytics has become a big career option in India. Okay. Everybody want to learn Excel. Everybody want to learn Power BI. Everybody want to learn SQL Server. So people from finance department, CA, CS, they also want to learn data analytics. People, for example, they are BTech, mechanical, electrical. They also want to get into data analytics. There are a lot of my friends who are BTech, electrical, mechanical, right? They are in that data analytics and they are earning a good amount. Okay, so these are the courses we are going to offer. Okay, so data analysis with Excel. That's a 2 months duration. Data analysis with Power BI. It's a 2 month duration again. Then these are the certification courses. Certification, data analysis, certification on data analyst. Duration is 4 months. These are the modules we are going to cover. So the modules under the data analyst program are Power BI and SQL Server. Advanced Excel for 2 months is free over here. Okay, Advanced Excel for 2 months is free over here. And then we have a 6 months master certification on data analysis. It's a 6 months program. So we have advanced Excel, Power BI, SQL Server, Python, VBM macros, introduction of machine learning. That's free. And we are going to provide 3 months internship program as well. Okay. 3 months internship program as well. Okay. So these are the courses we are offering. And who all can do this course? If you are BA, BCom, BCA, BTech, MTech, MBA, BSc, anyone can do this course. Okay, so these modules doesn't require much programming knowledge. Okay, I am a BCom only. I am teaching from last 10 years, 10 plus years. I have around 13 plus years of experience. I've covered MBA as well. I've completed my MBA as well, but I don't have an IT background. But still, I am teaching and I am working on these technologies as well. Okay, so let's cover the Power BI today. Okay. Okay, so let's compare Power BI and Excel first. Then I will guide you what is Power BI. Okay, so 70% of the companies are now moving towards the BI tool. Okay, so Power BI is a data visualization tool. Okay, Excel is also a data visualization tool. Okay, and both are Excel and Power BI are the tool for Microsoft only. Okay, so Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Power BI, 70% of the companies. So in Excel, most of the report or all the reports are created manually. Okay, so for example, if I am doing daily reporting, weekly reporting, monthly reporting, maybe annual reporting, I ask data from the IT team. Okay, I receive that data in that particular maybe a particular date. Maybe they tell me, Rohit, I will provide you data by 15th of every month. Okay, I do receive that data. Maybe I will then take maybe 2 to 3 days to create that particular report, and I just forward that report to my management. Then they will check those insights, those visuals, and then they will take the decisions. Okay, so the decision making is 20 days delay. Why? Because, for example, uh, if I have to report the data for the month of Jan, okay, I will receive data on 15th of February. I will take maybe 2 to 3 days to process that data, maybe to complete that report in Excel. Okay, it took me around 20 days to report the data for the month of January, right? So the report is 20 days delay. Decision making is not bit faster over here, right? But it is bit delayed. Okay, so now what companies are doing? So they are moving from manual reporting to automated reporting now. Okay, they are moving from manual reporting to automated reporting now. So in all the companies, 70% of the companies, they are moving towards the BI tool. Okay, BI. So we have multiple tools in the market. We have Tableau, we have ClickView, ClickSense, we have Power BI. Okay, Power BI is the leading tool in the market now. Okay, so every year there is a company named Gartner. Maybe you have heard about. There is a company named Gartner. They do survey of all the BI tools, and they do publish a rating in the month of February. Okay, maybe for this month they have published, or maybe they are going to publish. Okay, every year they do publish a rating on February, in the month of February, and they do see who is leading the market in terms of BI tool. And from last 4 to 5 years, Power BI is on the top. Why? Because of its acceptance in the companies. Okay, most of the companies are moving towards the Power BI rather than Tableau. So in 2015, Tableau and Power BI were equivalent, but now Power BI is on the top. That is why there is a huge demand of Power BI in the market. Okay, if someone is asking for a data analyst, reporting analyst, business analyst, or maybe Power BI developer, Power BI, a BI tool is compulsory nowadays. Not only on the basis of Excel or maybe a bit of SQL knowledge, you will get the job in the market. You must have the knowledge of one BI tool at least. And why we are covering Power BI? Because it is a leader in the market. Okay, so let's compare Excel and Power BI a bit. Okay, so Excel report cannot be tracked that who all are using it. So for example, if I'm creating a report on Excel, okay, I keep on sending that report every week maybe to my management. Okay, I'm sending that report every week. I'm sending that report every month. People who are using it or people who are not using it, can I able to track that? Can I check who all are using my report? No, I can't track who all are using my report or who all are not using my report. I have a 5 dedicated business analysts who are working on Excel, and they keep on publishing those reports to the management, and we can't track that who all are using my report. But when Power BI comes into the place, Power BI reports are published online. Okay, Power BI reports are published online. Who all are using my report or who all are not using my report, I can track that. So for example, if I report, for example, I report I created a report, I publish that report every month. I can check the status of that particular report. How many people have viewed my report? If I created a report for a particular group and they're not using my report, I can question to that particular group, sir, I am spending this much of time on that particular report and you're not using that report. Is that report is not relevant for you? Can I stop that report? Okay, maybe they will ask me, Rohit, can you just do a bit of modification? These KPIs are not making sense for us, or we do have a different report. We are going to we are just analyzing that report. Okay, that report is not relevant for us. Can you just please stop that report? Okay, so this is the difference between Excel and Power BI reports. Excel report cannot be tracked, Power BI report can be tracked. And when Power BI come into the place, all the extra reports are eliminated, and we saved a lot of time. Lot of time for those business analysts keep on working on those irrelevant report on Excel. Okay. So Excel reports are not interactive. Power BI reports are interactive. Okay. So this I will just give you some, I will show you practical. What do we mean by interactive? When I'm going to give you a demo on Power BI, I will create a basic report on Power BI. I will give you the demo. Then I will talk about Power BI, how, what do we mean by interactive? Okay. Excel report don't have the feature to refresh reports by its own. So every time we receive the data, we have to integrate the data manually into Excel, but that is not in the case of Power BI. Power BI reports are end-to-end automated. When I'm saying end-to-end automated means Power BI is directly connected to the source. Okay. When I'm creating a report on Excel, I need to ask every time to the IT team, maybe to the database administrator, sir, when you are going to provide data to me, they will say, Rohit, I'm going to provide data by maybe end of this week, maybe 15th of every month, right? But that is not in the case of Power BI. You can connect Power BI to that particular source. So there's now the dependency on database administrator and IT staff has been eliminated again. So you don't have to ask the data. You can connect Power BI directly to the source. When you can connect Power BI directly to the source, you don't have to wait for those 15 days. You don't have to wait for the end of the week, right? Why? Because Power BI will automatically fetch the data from the source and you can have the real-time reports. You can have those live reports. Okay, so the delayed reporting. Okay, I was giving an example, right? There's a delay of 20 days. Okay, decision making can be slow. That is not in the case of Power BI because Power BI reports can be refreshed on real time. Okay, you can set a time on your Power BI report. So, for example, if you receive the data in the morning 8:30 AM, okay, you can refresh your report maybe 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay, you have to just set a time, set a date. You want to set a frequency. You want to refresh your data daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, half yearly. Just set a frequency. That's it. It will be automatically refreshed and the email will be sent to those users automatically. Okay, so Power BI reports are end to end automated. Okay, Excel report you cannot view on app on iPad. You can see reports, but the navigation, okay, you can see the numbers, but the apps are not user friendly. But Power BI reports are quite user friendly. You can have a mobile view as well of your report uh, into Power BI apps. Okay, so we do have a Power BI app in the Play Store. So that is the difference between Power BI and Excel. So as I told you, Power BI is a tool of Microsoft. It aims to provide interactive visualization and BI capabilities with an interface simple enough for end user to create their own reports and dashboard. So Microsoft has designed Power BI in such a way that an end user can create his own reports and dashboard. So you don't require much programming language. You don't need to depend upon IT staff and database administrator. Okay. So Power BI desktop is a free application. So for example, for Excel, for MS Office, you have to pay something, right? You have to just buy a license. For Power BI desktop, you don't have to pay anything. You don't have to buy anything. Okay. You can just download Power BI desktop into your laptop and desktop and you can start working on it. You can start working on it. Okay. But if you want to publish your report or if you want to share your report with the wider audience, then you have to buy a license. Okay, and when you're working with the company, they will provide you the license. Okay, the license cost is only $10 per month, which is around 8 to 900. Okay, so Power BI desktop is free, but when you share this report with the wider audience, then only you require a license. With development, you can see you can learn free of cost. Okay, development onto Power BI desktop, you don't require a license for that. Okay, so below, if you see, this is the process. So the first step is get the data from variety of sources. As I told you, extract the data from multiple sources. Then you have to just transform your data, create and save your report, and then publish your report. Publish your report on the cloud. When you publish your report on the cloud, it is available online. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I publish my report, how it is available online, how to develop a report as well. Okay, so and this is the quadrant I was talking about. Okay, can you see Microsoft Power BI is on the top? Earlier, Tableau and Microsoft 2018 they were equivalent, right? Microsoft Power BI is on the top, still on the top. Can you see? These are the leaders in the market. There are three parts of Power BI that we are going to talk about. Power BI desktop, wherein you are going to develop your report. Power BI service, where you are going to publish and view your report. And Power BI mobile, wherein you are going to view your report. Okay, so these are the parts of Power BI. So prerequisites of a Power BI training is if you have a basic knowledge of Excel or if you have an advanced knowledge of Excel, that will be an added advantage. And laptop and desktop is compulsory. Okay, if you're going to enroll for online classes, laptop and desktop is compulsory. Okay, and if you have advanced Excel knowledge, Power BI will be a bit easy for you. Why? Because we are going to the Excel has some functions. For example, sum, count A, right? Max, mean, left, right, mid. These are the function of Excel. The same function we have in Power BI. So if you have a strong knowledge on Excel, Power BI will be a bit easy for you guys. Okay. Why F1 macro technologies for Power BI training or maybe for certification, master certification courses? So there will be live sessions. Okay. If you want to go for offline classes, online classes, there will be a live classes. Okay. uh, we have an experience in corporate trainers, okay, having around 7 to 10 plus years of experience. So for example, I have 13 years of experience. So whatever I am working on, okay, so for example, if I'm working on XYZ project, okay, I keep on changing and adding those things into my courses as well, so that when you get into the industry you will able to deliver those kind of projects. Okay, so I my focus is on 100% practical training. Okay, my focus is on 100% practical training. Okay, uh, that will help you to get the job in the market. That will help you to clear the interview as well. Okay, we do provide the placement assistance as well post completion of courses, and you will be getting a certification from F1 Macro Technologies for business analyst using Power BI. Or if you're doing a certification data analyst, it will be a certification on data analyst, master certification data analyst, or business analyst using Excel. Okay, so these we do provide the certification as well. So let's start with a practical demo on Power BI. This is the course content. Okay, so we are going to cover live projects as well. So today I'm going to give you the demo on how to create a basic report on Power BI. Okay, and then after I'm going to publish that report, and these kind of projects we are going to work on. See, these are the case studies. These are the steps you have to follow, and this will be the output. These kind of dashboard you are going to create. Okay, so HR data, sales data, finance data. We have the COVID data as well. Okay, so these are the placements of of our institute. WNS was my last company, last to last company. British Telecom was my last company. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let's start with the practical demo on Power BI. I'm going to open the Power BI desktop now. So let's click on Power BI desktop over here. So the first step, as I told you, the first step will be the data extraction, export. Okay, ETL, if you remember, ETL, export, data export. So if you see over here, we have an option, import data from Excel. Okay. So for example, I want to import the data from Excel or get data from another sources. You can click over here as well, or you can click on transform data over here as well. Excel workbook, Excel workbook. I'm not going to click in on any of the buttons over here. Okay, I'm going to click on transform data. So when you are going to work on Power BI, you are going to work on two windows. The first window will be for ETL. Okay, the Power Query Editor window. So I will just click on transform data. The first thing is I need the data first. Okay, so this is the Power Query Editor window. So if I close this, okay, this is the report window wherein you are going to create your report, and this is the, if you click on transform data, this is the Power Query Editor window wherein you are going to do ETL, data extraction, transformation, and loading. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on new source. Okay. I'm going to click on Excel workbook. This is just a boot camp, guys. Okay. So when you get into the classes will be more details. Every time I am completing a topic, I will be coming to you guys to ask Do you have any question? Okay, so classes will be with detail. So in a boot camp, I cannot cover everything. If I keep on asking the question from you guys, okay, so the session will be maybe for around 4 to 5 hours. So I'm going to select the data now. So where is my data? So for example, this is tutorial one, sales data I want. I just clicked on open. So I'm just extracting the data. So you have to just select the sheet. In which particular sheet do you have the data? So I have the data in sheet one. So I selected sheet one. And if you see, this is the preview of the data. You can just check the preview of few rows, but all the columns. Okay, and you just need to click on OK. Okay, can you see? Okay, just click on OK. When you click on OK, you will have the data over here. Okay, you will have the data over here. So the first thing was extraction. So I'm done with extraction. This is a basic extraction connecting to the Excel files, right? On the left side, you will see all the tables. On the right side, whatever you are doing, all the steps will be recorded over here. Okay, on the right side, applied steps. All the steps will be recorded over here. So for example, the second step will be transformation now. Under transformation, you have to check your columns are correct or not. Your data type is correct or not. Data type in the sense, for example, if it is a number, it should be number. If it is a date, it should be date. If in case, so let's take an example. If in case it is a text. Okay, let's take an example. If in case it is a text, now it is a text. What I need to do is I need to convert this into date now. Just click over here, convert this into date and replace current. If I convert this into date, okay, what it will do, it will automatically create a hierarchy for me. Hierarchy as in year, month, day, quarter. Okay, it will automatically create a hierarchy for me. Then check the data type of all the columns are correct or not. Okay, manually just check it. And this is the one-time job only. Whenever you're creating a report, you just have to check one time if your data type is correct or not. Data type is correct, then it is fine. Sheet one, I am going to change the sheet one to a particular name. So I'm going to give a name, a nomenclature, a right name to that particular. So for example, if I have sheet one, sheet two, sheet three, you will not able to recognize what data do you have in sheet one, what data do you have in sheet two, what data do you have in sheet three. Okay, use the relevant name for that particular table. Okay, you're done with data extraction, you're done with transformation. Then I'm going to load my data into the report window. To load your data, just click on close and apply. Okay, so this window will be closed and the changes you have made will be applied over here, and you will able to see your data. See, it is loading. The sales data is loading now. So you have the sales data over here. Can you see the sales table? If you click over here, you will be able to see all the columns you have. Okay, so we have all the columns over here. These are the visuals you can work on. Okay, visual sensing. For example, you want to draw a chart, you want to create any graph, table, cards, you can use it from here. This is the white window. Herein you will create your report, and this is your table. Okay, the backend data you have. This is your data. Okay. Now what I am going to do is I am going to create a basic report for you guys. Okay. So which report? I am going to create a report like this one. Okay. A basic report. Okay. So it is showing total sales, total profit, profit percentage. Okay. So what I am going to do is I am going to drag. Can you see the sales column over here? I'm going to drag the sales column over here. Okay. Automatically, it converted into a column chart. Can you see this is highlighted? If I select this is highlighted. So I'm going to convert this into a card. This is a card. Card is used to highlight a single number. Card is used to highlight a single number. Okay. So total sales, I got to know 234 million. Okay. And this is the label, the category label. So if I select this particular visual, under format your visual, you will able to format the color of this. This is a call out value. This is a category label. So for example, if you don't want to see a category label, label means identification of that particular card. So for example, you wear shirt, you wear jeans, right? You have the label on your shirt, right? Stating what is the size, what is the brand. Okay. The information of that particular brand, right? Or size. Similar to that, for example, this is a card. It shows you this is a total sales, sum of sales. Don't want to show a category label. You can just off it. Under general, so this is a general formatting for all the visuals. You want to add a title. I can add a title from here stating this is the total sales. Okay. So you got to know this is the total sales on the top. Under title, general, title, you can do formatting you want. So for example, you want to center align this. You want the background color maybe dark blue. You want the font color maybe light white. Okay. And for example, let's go to background color. Go to effects. You want a background color maybe light gray. Okay. You want to make it bit transparent. Okay. This you can explore by yourself. Okay. This is quite easy. You want a border color maybe dark blue only. Okay. And you want to just minimize the size. You can do it. Minimize the size of call out value as well. So call out value is this. You want to minimize this to 40 maybe, or maybe 35. And you want to make it one decimal place, you can do that as well. Or you want one decimal place. Okay. And you can place this card over here. You can minimize this. Okay. So you got to know what is your total sales. Now you want the total profit. So you drag this again. You convert this into card and you will do all the formatting again. No, I'm not going to work like this. Delete this, copy this and paste this. Okay. Copy and paste. Just drag this over here. So this is total sales and drag the total profit over here. Okay, I just drag the total profit over here. So when you select the visual, it asks for which particular field you want to show into that particular card. So I want to show total profit. So I just drag the profit over here under fields. Okay. And I want to convert this into title as total profit. Okay, so I got to know what is my total sales. I got to know my total profit. Now, for example, I want profit percentage. Profit percentage means profit divided by sales, and I have to calculate this. So for example, in Excel, if you have total sales as 100, okay, and total profit as 20. So what you will do? 20 divided by 100. So you will get answer as 20%. 20% is your total sales, right? So I'm going to convert this. I'm going to calculate it now. So just like in Excel, you have functions. In Power BI, we have data analysis expressions, text. So create a new measure. Okay. So I'm going to teach you a basic measure only. Okay. Complex measure we are going to learn during our classes. So for example, profit percentage. So you have to just name it over here, what you are going to calculate profit percentage. I believe everybody know what is sum function in Excel. So I'm going to use sum over here as well. In Excel, you pass a range, but in Power BI, you have to just pass a table name and the column name. Okay. So profit, select the profit one. Profit, profit, profit. Where is profit? Or you just type profit, you will get the profit. See, bracket close, profit divided by sum of sales. You just type sales, you will get the sales column as well over here. Tab, bracket close and enter. You have a profit percentage measure. What you will do, you will just again copy this and paste this. Okay, you will just drag this over here using an arrow key. You can just scroll a bit and you can drag a profit percentage over here. Profit percentage is showing in numerical number. I want to convert this into percentage. Select your measure. Convert the percentage from here. You want one decimal place or two decimal place, you can do it from here. I want only one decimal place. So your total profit, it's not total profit, it's profit percentage. So select this, change the title. You will go to general formatting, title, and that instead of total profit, you will name this as profit percentage. Okay, now this is a tree map. Tree map means bigger the box, maximum the sales is. So for example, I want to show region, just drag the region over here. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to create a report on Power BI. So this is your, see, West and Ontario has the maximum sales. So you want to see what is the total sales just on the data labels. When you on the data labels, you will be able to see sales as well and what is the region, right? You can use the format painter, you can just use the formatting over here, the same formatting, but see the font size has been increased to a, it's quite big. So I have to just change the font data labels, maybe 10. Okay. Category labels I need to on, see. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is you can change the title instead of sum of sales. You can change the title instead of sum of sales. I am just using sales by region. Okay. Now you can copy this, paste this over here. You can drag this over here. Okay. So that you don't have to do formatting again and again. I just make it bit small. I just converted this into a bar chart stating I don't want region, I want product category. Region you can drag. Okay, so this is your x-axis. What you want in on x-axis? I want sales. On y-axis, I want product category. Okay. Again, copy and paste it. Now I want a clustered column chart stating product subcategories instead of categories. Okay, can you see subcategories now? But I want only top 10 subcategories. I want only top 10 subcategories. So what you will do? You will click over here. You will go to top 10, top 10, top 10. Okay, product subcategory. Filter on this visual. So these are the filters. You can apply filter on the visual as well. Top 10. And you drag the sales over here. Click on apply filter. That's it. Okay. So this is sales by region. See how easy it is to create a report on Power BI. I want customer segment pie chart. Okay. Segments. Use segment. Segment is this. I want to remove product category. Okay. Now I'm going to use a last chart for year. And I'm going to talk about the interactive feature I was talking about, right? When I was showing you the PPT slide, that Power BI is quite interactive, right? So I'm going to talk about that feature now. And I'm going to drag order date now. Order date over here. I'm removing customer segment and I'm using line and clustered column chart. I want profit as well. I want profit percentage as well. So profit percentage. So you have column axis and line axis. Under column axis, I want to say show sales and profit only, and I want to drag profit percentage over here. See, okay. And if you click on order date, you will able to see the data hierarchy, which I was talking about. You can create a hierarchy as well. So I dragged the year over here. I converted this into a slicer, and you go to slicer setting. You can just convert this into a list, or you want drop down, or you want tiles. Okay. So I was talking about one of the feature name as interactive. Okay. So let's talk about that. And what do we mean by interactive? Interactive means each and every visual interacts with each other. Okay. So let me give an example. For example, Alicia is a category manager. Okay. For example, Alicia is a category manager, Nitesh is a regional manager. Alicia want to check how my category is doing across year or across subcategories. So what she will do, she will just click on technology and she will get the answer. So total sales is 93.5 million, 15.1 million is the total profit, and total profit percentage is 16.2. On a single click, we can check how my business is performing across subcategories for that particular region, across year for that particular segment, across year for that particular category, subcategories. See, furniture ka subcategories are these: table, chair mates, bookcases. Okay, so you can check this from here on a single click. And for example, if you get the new data, let me save this file for you. Okay, I'm going to save this file. So just like in Excel, you have an extension named as .xlsx. In Power BI, the extension is pbix. Okay, so I'm going to save in Bootcamp. Okay, let's name this as Bootcamp Power BI. Okay, let's save this. Okay, so I just saved this file, and what I'm going to do is now Okay, just learn this number. This is 234.2 million. 234.2 million. Okay. What I am going to do is I am going to go to the data which we connected. Tutorial 1. We have sales data. Okay. 234 million. Okay. What I am going to do is I am going to double this data now. Let's double this data. Okay. I just copy this data. I just pasted this data over here. Okay. And I just close this. I just double this data. Let's close this file. Okay. Now you have a different data altogether. Okay. So in Excel, if you get the new data, right, you create the report by putting that data in the backend. Maybe you will change some formulas as well. But here you don't have to do anything. You just have to click refresh. When you click refresh, can you see automatically the data will be loaded over here. New data will be loaded over here. You will get the new numbers. Just watch. See. And your report is ready now. Just save this file. Means if you're creating this report monthly, you just have to just click on refresh. You will get your report. Now you are going to publish your report where I'm going to publish my report on my workspace. Okay. That you're now going to publish your report on the cloud. Okay. So how do cloud look like? So I'm going to show you that as well now. Got it. Okay. Now let's jump to the cloud. So you have to just type app.powerbi.com and you should have a Power BI license to check your report. Okay. I have the license. I will go to my workspace. I published my report on my workspace. Can you see bootcamp.powerbi? Bootcamp Power BI. This one, this was the report. I just clicked over here and this is your report. And this report will be available online now and you can share this report. Click on share. For example, I need to share this report with Alicia. If Alicia will be the part of my company, I will able to share with her. Okay, currently I can't see her name. Why? Because she is not a part of my company. If she is a part of my company, I will able to see her name. I will just select her name and I will just enter a message. I will click on send. Automatically a mail will be sent to her and she can then view her report. Okay. And I can show you one thing over here that's quite interactive again. See, I clicked on 2009. Can you see only 2009 over here? But I want to check quarterly numbers. Click over here on this button. Go to next level in the hierarchy. I want to see monthly numbers. I want to see daily trend. You can check everything over here. Okay. And how much time did we take on creating this report? Maybe around 15 minutes only. Okay. So these kind of basic report you can create quite easily. But during our classes, we are going to learn few basics, few advanced things as well. We are going to cover projects as well. There will be complex things as well. So during our classes, I'm going to cover everything. Okay. So we talked about Power BI desktop. We talked about Power BI service as well. So as I told you, there are 4 courses we have. We are offering data analysis with Excel. Total fees is 7,000. A discounted fees for 2 days, 4,999 only. Duration is 2 months. Okay. Power BI total fees is 16,000. Discounted fees is 9,999 only. Okay. And if you go for certification, so I do recommend certification, master certification courses. So total fees for certification is 35,999 and we are offering 50% up to 50% discount. One time fees is 17,999 only for today. Okay, 17,999 for today. And if you pay in EMI, it will be 10 plus 10. 2 EMIs you can pay. Okay. Master certification course total fees is 60,000 and discounted fees is 30,000 only. 29,999 only one time. And if you want to pay in EMI, you can pay 3 EMIs of 10,000 and 1 EMI of 5,000. Okay. So this is how you can pay it. Okay. So I can show you how the Excel assignment look like. Okay, so I can show you that as well, so that you can get a glimpse of Excel assignments as well. Let me show you if I have something to show you. Okay. See, these kind of assignments we do cover in our Excel. Okay, it's Excel is not basic Excel, it is advanced Excel only. Okay, so these kind of assignments we do share with you, okay, for your practice. Okay, these are some interview questions as well. These are the complex interview questions we do share. Okay, so you will able to see 11 to 20, 21 questions, 20 to around 20 to 30 question in each every assignment. In yellow cells you have to put your answers. Okay, how does a tutorials look like? We do forward all these files to you. Okay, these kind of tutorials we are going to use to teach you guys. See these kind of tutorials. So for example, if we learn this particular function, you will get the definition, you get the syntax examples as well. A trainer is going to teach you over here only, and he's going to share this file to you guys. Okay, then you will have assessments as well. Assessments as in every assessment will have 10 questions. Okay, these are the interview questions that you will get, okay, when you get into the company. These are complex questions, but you will able to learn. Advanced Excel is all about how you can make things dynamic. It's not about learning only we look up, h lookup. We are going to cover some complex functions as well. For example, name manager. 90% of the institute don't cover this. Name manager, offset, indirect. Okay, they don't cover this. We do cover everything just to make you understand how do we work in industries. Okay.